Mikey Williams' day in court has reportedly been delayed again. The Memphis basketball signee and former San Ysidro Star guard was due in San Diego Superior Court Tuesday for a preliminary hearing on felony gun charges. But, according to the San Diego Union Tribune, his attorney, Troy P. Owens Jr., asked for it and was granted a continuance based on new information that has been released. Williams' new preliminary hearing is set for October 10th. It's the third time the preliminary hearing has been postponed. The first two were set for June 29th and July 12th. Williams signed with the Tigers last November, but he was arrested in April following a shooting outside his San Diego area home in March. Williams, who pleaded not guilty, is facing 5 counts of assault with a firearm and 1 count of shooting at an occupied vehicle. Law enforcement officials said the vehicle was hit by gunfire, but no one was injured. The latest development in Williams' legal saga further decreases his already slim chances of playing for Memphis this season. The fall semester began August 28th, and Williams is not enrolled. Although he has spent time in Memphis this summer, he has not formally joined the team in any official capacity. Coach Penny Hardaway said last week he was still in wait-and-see mode with Williams. He was non-committal when asked whether there was an avenue for Williams to join the team, even if the legal issues are still pending after next week's preliminary hearing. Quote, "Man, that's then. We'll have to get to those next steps. We haven't got to those next steps yet," Hardaway said. "We don't know what's going to happen with the trial. That's out of our hands, but he's still our guy." Owens reiterated Tuesday that the initial goal was to have Williams' case resolved quickly because there were a lot of deadlines coming up with school enrollment and everything. "But we have to dictate our dates based upon how the evidence comes out," Owens added. "If we're not in a position to proceed and we haven't reviewed all of the available evidence, we're not going to go forward with the hearing." Man, this is tough reading. At the time I made my first video about that first update with Mikey about that second preliminary hearing delay, I was like, you know what? They're really trying to milk this thing. They're really trying to push this thing to another time, to a later date, to see if they can get a little bit more evidence, get a little bit more information to try to back Mikey and try to make sure that he doesn't catch in any sort of issues or doesn't catch any sort of trouble. Nothing. But they're still investigating. Cases usually string along for many days, weeks, and in this case months, and there still hasn't been anything definitive. There's probably a lot that is going on behind the scenes that they're not even able to tell us through these news reports. And man, the list goes on in terms of what actually could be said, what's going on in the operations behind closed doors with Mikey and his team. This is a tough position because Mikey is in some trouble when it comes to his status with the basketball team. In that last video I made, my big point was that he's going to be missing a lot of the team activities going on that started a long time ago. School started a few weeks back, but Memphis basketball team has been doing team activities long before the first day of school out at Memphis, and Mikey's nowhere to be found anywhere around the team. So I was concerned that the pressure of what's going to happen with Mikey to go along with what's going on with the team separately in terms of them needing to build their chemistry and Hardaway needing to answer these questions time and time again about what's going on with Mikey is just really tough for the team as a whole. Luckily, they have enough players to be able to be all right, but it's really tough when one of their star players, arguably the most popular player, maybe behind Bronny James, is on your team and he's nowhere to be found because he's in legal trouble, and they're trying to figure out all that while trying to maintain and keep his name and reputation clean. This is tough. I still think with all these delays, with all this without any serious issues, without any serious trouble. Yes, it's already a black eye and it's already a tarnish on his image when it comes to his professional aspirations, because with these big professional leagues, NBA, any big European league, they really have a zero tolerance for off the court issues. But when it comes to some star players and star-studded guys, boundaries and goalposts are moved. But again, for Mikey, we are not even sure how he'll perform in college. Had a great high school career, has all the popularity in the world, but when it comes to what's going to happen at the next step, we're really not even sure how that's going to pan out. He might throw in somebody to kind of take the hit, if you know what I mean, and have him really take the brunt of maybe the punishment or whatever sort of probation or anything that's going to get issued towards Mikey and his team. They may throw someone's name under the bus just to keep Mikey's name clean and just to keep him out of harm's way when it comes to any sort of formal legal accusations and verdicts when it comes to this case. It happens a lot in other cases when someone that's popular needs to maintain their image and someone around them in their group just kind of takes that to the chin, takes one for the team, if you will. But issues off the court, bad decisions, they'll catch up in whatever you're doing. In Mikey's case, it's just very difficult because he was in such a good position, and this is just stringing along, and it's just making things so complicated, and it's just really bad. So we'll see what happens. Delayed again. Will they delay it another time? I'm not sure. I do believe that Mikey will enroll in the school sooner than that date of October 10th. I think they'll be able to get him in somehow. He's going to be able to, at the very least, he's going to be able to take some classes online. He might not do the lecture. Academic advisors at a big university like that, especially backing up and supporting the basketball program, are going to figure out ways to be able to get Mikey ingratiated inside of that program. Somehow he's not just going to still be here at home in California while the season is getting ready to start mid-October, late October. It's not going to happen, I don't think. If it does, that's really bad, and Mikey might have to miss this year out, take a gap year, do something. I'm not sure how it goes when it comes to a contractual agreement with the scholarship, but we'll see what happens. If he misses this year, that will be devastating start to his college career, but they're gonna figure something out, in my opinion, and they're gonna be able to get Mikey in there. Will he be playing game 1, 2, 3? I don't think so, but if they're able to get Mikey in before October or right at the start of it, I think they can get him in to get warmed up enough to where he'll be able to enter sometime 6-7 games in the season. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are kind of talking about, what's buzzing in terms of opinions and comments about the case. It's still going on. It's still delayed. So many questions to be answered. We don't really know. Nobody knows. Just have to wait and see. Check in for the next video. I appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all the next one. Peace.